For those who I don't know, my name's Emily Franke. And also, let's give a big hand for Sarah and Michelle. You guys sounded great.
Woo!
And thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm excited. So I'm usually, not a huge talker when it comes to explaining songs, but this first one, it has kind of a good story. I wrote it my senior year of college, which was 2020 to 2021. And I was living in a house in Normal, Illinois, which was my college town. And we had gotten this house pre-pandemic, me and 3 other girls. And I don't know who says it's going to be a great summer, let's spend it in Normal, but we did. And it didn't end well, as a tree came down on our house and kind of skewered it right through my bedroom. I got a little ding on my guitar here from it to prove that it happened. But at the same time, I was also losing a friendship that I considered really close to me. And the metaphor kind of lined up perfectly, both unfortunate circumstances. But the skeleton of this house built in 1905, which was not sound, which was not surprising, and the skeleton of this friendship that I had, which was also not sound. And they kind of lined up a little too well to not write a song about it. Now this one's called Mother Nature.
I'm from Elk Grove Village, which is like a northwest suburb of Chicago. Grew up there. I'm living there currently. And I consider myself a singer-songwriter, a actress, and I'm attempting to produce. With the music that I put out on like Spotify and iTunes and everything, I record, I mix, I produce it, and everything myself, which is something that I've always just found fun. I feel like I did not know just like the other side of theater. Essentially, I went to school for acting. I did like a school musical in junior high, and I was like, this is so much fun, let me do it in high school. And then finding out like the other side of production, like audio, and then finding out, oh, I can write my own music, I can teach myself guitar, I can teach myself to produce my own music, the stuff that I love listening to every day. It was just so rewarding being able to find something at an age where you're supposed to already know what you're doing, and be like, wow, wait, maybe this is actually what I want to do. I love storytelling. I love listening to people's stories, whether it be, I think that's also what attracts me to theater, is like storytelling. But it's just this thing that connects people, and I know that people always say music connects people and brings people together, but I think it's because of the storytelling aspect, and it's this human need and want to relate to other people and feel that like empathy towards them. And I think that songwriting specifically does it in such an eloquent way. And I know, listening to people that I admire, like Phoebe Bridgers, for example, I love the way that she writes her words. It's like, I know the story she's telling, I've heard the story before, but she's saying it in a way that I've never heard before. She's saying words that I've heard, but I feel like I'm hearing them for the first time. And I think that that aspect of storytelling and like striving to be able to be at that level of storytelling is something that just like brings me back to songwriting every time.
This next question I got for you, as a performer, what's the one thing that's always on your mind when you're on stage?
This is gonna sound so bad, but remembering the words. I get nervous, and like today, totally botched my words on one part. But like, it happens, it's live performance. But I think that's like the number one thing in my head. But also, I love live performance in the way that I don't have anything on my mind, and that I'm like living the moment again. Like when I wrote the song, I'm feeling those emotions again. And I think that's, again, ties itself to acting, and like I'm feeling those emotions every night. Like I'm feeling the same things that I did when I wrote that song down. They're all coming back up, and I think hopefully the audience can kind of feel that too and relate to things that I'm saying. I think definitely my music lends itself to something more intimate. I genuinely have not performed anywhere other than an intimate setting, I think. I was in a band in college for a little bit, and we did do some like basement like house shows, which were so much fun. But when you get like a basement full of your friends together and play music that they know the words to, it's gonna be fun no matter what. And I think that's like the most lively it's gotten per se. But I think my music definitely lends itself to like a a more demure setting. I think the first time I could say I loved ISU, because granted, I liked college, but I did not love ISU, and I'm not afraid to say that. But I loved ISU when we were doing those house shows. It was so fun and so surreal to be like, I'm performing at a basement house show tonight. Like, bring your friends, and people would show up and they would know the words to my music. It was mind blowing, and that is not something I'll forget. It was so cool. I am producing 2 songs right now. One for my friend Francesca, who's upstairs, and one for someone that I met online through Quadio, which is a college music networking app. If you have a college email, you can join their app, and it connects you with other collegiate musicians all over the country. And I met her through a songwriting session on that app, and we are currently writing, and I'm producing a song for her. So I think that's really exciting, something different. And I'm also writing the underscore for a theatrical production for a play that's going to go up in March at the Theater Wit. So fingers crossed for that, because that is definitely a new direction for me. But right now, that's kind of where the music career is going. I have singles in the works right now, but nothing coming up super soon that I know of. Who knows?
With you kind of dipping your toes into making music for a show, how would you describe that new experience?
Terrifying. I'm so scared. I feel so unqualified, even though they literally hired me off of my portfolio, so I don't know what I'm saying, but they obviously think I'm qualified. But I think it's something brand new. It's also so exciting, because the fact that someone thinks that I can do this is so cool, and I know I will be able to accomplish it, and I'm not worried that it's going to fall through. I'm just so excited to see what the outcome is, because I truly have no idea what I'm going to make yet.